And welcome guys to Empyrion, a game that's similar to StarMade, but the planets are a lot more detailed, a lot more things going on here. You can craft, you can build, you can explore all the planets that are in your solar system. It's amazing. You can travel all around each planet as well, and dig down. It's a voxel-based game as well, so you can dig down to the core of the planet, mine for resources. You can build land speeders, space vessels, capital ships, and bases, kind of like this practice one I've been doing right here. Got my little food processor. Notice it's not a toilet. And yeah, you can go ahead and make recipes, do all types of stuff, different types of constructors. Look at this, even like space cheeseburgers. It's awesome. And of course, there's enemies and monsters on different planets. You can go ahead and hunt and then actually get food out of it. It's quite amazing. There's all types of wrecks and stuff like that all over the landscape. I think that might have been the ship that we crashed in, actually. So yeah, one day we're gonna get to some of these other planets in our solar system, but for now we gotta survive. I'm gonna go ahead and do a restart, and then yeah, let's pick it up from the beginning from our crashed sites. And here we are in the desert of the real with our pistol, and oh, Budkai discovered new iron deep, yeah, there it is. Alright, so we found some iron over there. I think you just walk around and stuff gets revealed on your map as you're close to mineral sources. So there we go, got a few resources uncovered there. But before we get to any of that kind of stuff on building space vessels, we have to first have our own oxygen, food, and base. That'd be kind of nice to have a base this episode. So let's go ahead and try to get all that done, because our oxygen supply is going down. So this is our original starter ship right here. This is actually something that was built block by block. See, like if I took this gun and started shooting right here and blowing these blocks up, you would see this is complete voxel. These are all just cubes that you can place and build accordingly. So this is not a solid object like in other games. This is actual vehicle. So it's neat. Yes, and here's the cockpit right here. Can't turn it on right now because we need power, as everything in this game runs off of power cells, fuel cells, all types of stuff like that. So alright, and this is the actual constructor module that was just lodged into this ship. But we have no power to really build any of this stuff, but we can build tons of weapons, building blocks, and also process our ores down to, you know, other materials, build electronics, all this kind of good stuff here. So much stuff to build, generators, I guess fuel processors, food, all this great stuff. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take our cargo while we can. And I think I'm going to leave the seeds in here for now, as we're not really in a situation for farming. We're in a situation for just kind of like getting the basics together. So we got some fuel packs, work lights, oxygen generator, which it's going to come in real handy real soon. And we have some 50 cal bullets. That's pretty nuts. So this is kind of like a Smith & Wesson, not 50 cal, but .5 cal. It's a really destructive weapon, but the assault rifle is way better. Alright, so let's see here. We got the flattener tool. Let's get some drill charges in here as well. Actually, let's take all this stuff. What the heck with it? I could sort it out later. This is all pretty much the critical stuff. Alright, so let's get around to getting some oxygen in our tanks here. So, these are the oxygen barrels that have been inserted in this ship, and to go ahead and fill them up, we just gotta put some oxygen tanks in there, which we will get more of these by generating them from the oxygen generator later on that we'll put by the water. But for now, we'll go ahead and stock these in here, and then let's get some power in this ship as well. This right here will actually fill up our tanks on our person, but we need to power the ship before that. So let's go over here, and okay, right here. Okay, so this is the fuel tank area. So let's go ahead and put in some fuel packs, maybe like I guess about like 2 or something, or actually maybe 3, because we will do some constructing, as construction does take power as well. So you just gotta jump in the ship, press Y to turn it on, and you'll see that we have 69.8 minutes in the lower right hand corner, saying that yeah, that's the amount of power we have now, just keeping this thing at idle. So we want to keep it on, get on out. And now the ship is going ahead and is on. So if we want to fill our oxygen on our person, let's go here, top it off, and this stuff will last for a while. Now we could potentially make this ship fly, as it does have a single engine on it, but right now it's actually missing an RCS, I think, component somewhere in the center here, so it doesn't have the ability to fly. Yeah, it says RCS missing, so anytime you stand on top of any structure you've made, you can press the control panel, you can bring it up, you can see what's functional, what's damaged, and what is missing in order to get your machine working. So this is everything that's loaded out in this in our vehicle right now. But yeah, as it only has one thruster, and it doesn't really have thrusters for, like, you know, vectoring, it can only go straight. It's not really meant for flying, but if we ever wanted to, we could make this go into space one day, so that's pretty cool. But for now, we must find an immediate source of food. We do have these ration packs that I put on my hotbar, but it's neat to just go around and just grab some of these things. And there's meat out there just walking around. Look at that guy. But yeah, so we just grabbed some eggs. And it tells you, oh, so this doesn't really do anything, but it might be used in a recipe. It says perish time 34 minutes. But there's some things around here. There's actually a lot of plants you could harvest. Pretty much, I know you can get like sugar cane in this desert. You can get like other things like eggs that are actually edible. I think there's some right over there. And of course you can shoot these guys, but you've got to make sure you have enough bullets, because once you take them out, or start shooting at them, they'll come and try to kill you, so. And they take a lot of bullets. They take like 30 bullets from the pistol. So I wouldn't quite do that now as their meat expires. And we can't start cooking until we build our base to put our stove on it and then power our stove. Actually, you know what? I think a good thing to do would be get our oxygen generator near the water source so we can get a better oxygen kind of making thing. So we'll go ahead and place this thing down, put some fuel packs in it, and then start getting some oxygen tanks or bottles, so we don't run out of oxygen, just in case, so we can buy ourselves some time. And just look at that planet out there, man. It's so cool. Oh, and that one too. I want to go to. We're gonna actually go to those one day. We definitely are. It's gonna be a wonderful thing. But as the game stands right now, I think there's only a few procedurally generated things. Most of the stuff is like hand put together. But eventually, everything, the whole galaxy is gonna be procedurally generated, and that's gonna be like bananas. But all right, so for now, let's get around to the basics of survival, shall we? That's what this episode's about. It's about surviving and giving you guys a taste of what the heck's going on in this game. Alright, so we placed down our oxygen generator that came with our escape pod. So let's see, let's get in here. Let's go ahead and give it some power. And this is pretty simple. We're actually out of fuel packs now, but whatever. Alright, so this thing can run for 48 minutes. And it's just going to keep on dropping bottles right in here. These exact oxygen bottles. Don't need to keep anything else in here. It's just going to drop these things all in here. Pretty cool. And yeah, so obviously we'll use these to get more oxygen in our pack from our ship over there. Everything's powered. Everything's kind of synergizing right now. But definitely need a home base. So let's go ahead and run back to our escape pod with its small constructor and try to get the components we need to build our bigger base. Because then we can build a larger constructor. So we can build larger and better things like space vessels if we don't want to go ahead and mess with that escape pod over there. And the sun's starting to go down on this planet. The sun, the star, whatever you call it, it's starting to go down. So let's go ahead and just throw our stuff in this constructor here. Now this is actually, everything like I said before is modular. So this fuel station right here, our fuel tank is modular, this constructor is modular. These are all placed here. So alright, let's go ahead and dump all the stuff, all our silicon and iron, all the stuff that kind of came with our salvage vessel. So, and even this core right here, because we'll need that to, I think, build a base cube in order to put down our first base. Just throw that in there too. And these are all our little consumables here that aren't really what is it? Eggplant parts, whatever. All right, so what can we build here? We have to get our base block together. Number 1, base starter. Luckily, it says what you need, so we need whole blocks, 8 of them. Yeah, and I kind of forgot. We need to cut this whole process out. We need to get some of these fuel cells before we run out of power with everything. So there we go. Get this stuff out of here. Okay, fuel cells. Bada boom. We need these. What is it? Promethium pellets. So yeah, let's use up like all that stuff. Let's make like a ton of these things. How many does it use up to per output? Yeah, let's get a ton of these things. As many as we can. Very good, very good. So that while that generates, we can look at the sun setting. And but yeah, seriously though, we can finally power up our ships to a good amount. We have another promethium deposit over there, and I forget how big it said it was. But I guess while we're waiting, I can show you guys the digging in this game. You can literally go ahead and dig things like this, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and dig a little faster here. Alright, see, so there you go. You can just dig straight down to gosh knows where. Actually, you know, we do need some stones eventually. So let's go ahead and get some stones. There we go. See, we got the stone layer. And we're kind of trapped in here. Oh, yeah. So I just wanted to dig there just to show you guys, yes, physics matters. How the heck are we going to get in our ship now? Darn it. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just sleep in the hole. And oh my goodness, what have we done? I can luckily still get our oxygen just kind of jumping through here like that. That kind of works, yeah, so that's still, we still got oxygen, and luckily I can still reach the control panel. Oh, the things I do. I only did this to show you guys the physics. I'm not seriously an idiot. Okay, so let's finally get this base starter here, as we got our whole blocks together. And what was that, the core? Yeah, the core that came with our crash chips. This is gonna build up. Once we have this, then I think we're gonna need yeah, like the small generator. Now that's the thing to understand is these little keywords like CV and BA at the bottom right. You see of this panel over here. So this means anything with BA means base. So you want a small generator, not this generator, for your base. And you want to have the small fuel tank, not this fuel tank for your base. Even though the base says it needs fuel tanks and generators, it needs the small ones, not these. This is what I made a mistake through my first playthrough. So yeah, the small ones, which we'll make in a bit. But let's at least put this bad boy down and at least take a look at it over there by the water. And this planet is pretty creepy at night. It's actually really, really creepy, and I think later on there's like some of those sand monsters, sand worms that come out and try to kill you, I think. So I think the sooner we can put our base together, the better. Alright, so let's get on over here. Actually, I think we have a work light here, too, right? We got like a work light. Very good. Portable work lamp. And it doesn't use any power, surprisingly. So that's very nice. It's like a little cheaty thing. So let's... Oh, it's just my footsteps. I got scared. I got really scared. Alright, let's put this work lamp. Let's rotate it around. Let's just put it so it kind of just shines on everything that we're doing, right? Just like that. There we go. Yeah, I can see what I'm doing. Look at our oxygen generator. How much we got? 4? Is that it? Really? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I will not complain. All right, so let's get our base switched to that. I'm just gonna put it over the water just because like some tutorials say it's better because you can generate oxygen, you know, obviously better over water or over snow or over green lush areas on other, you know, like lava kind of planets. So it just makes sense. I guess I'll just put it here for now. Bada boom. Alright, so there we go. Let's turn the jetpack on so we can just kind of fly up here like this. And okay, so this is the start of our base. Gotta build some cubes. Gotta expand it a little bit. Let's check the control panel. It says generator missing, fuel tank missing. Now, like I said before, the generator is the small generator, not the generator. And the fuel tank is the small fuel tank, not the fuel tank. Kind of confusing. And also, while we're working away, building the objects that we need to finish up our generator, I already built the small fuel tank. That was pretty easy. Small generator, a little more complicated. So we gotta build some capacitors, some reactor cores, and reactor cores require, you know, like motors, and capacitors. Yeah, all types of stuff. But while this stuff's building, you can see the energy drain on our ship. It's 24% power usage, 18 minutes remaining of power with the fuel cells that we have in here. And then when it finishes, you'll see it go back up to, I think the idle use, which was like 4%. So it should be, yeah, see, there we go. So now it'll last for 110 minutes of doing nothing, unless we just power the ship off, which is always a smart idea. But there we go. All right, so we're still working away here, getting all the pieces we need to have a semi-functional base. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a food processor too. That might be a good idea. Or we might save that for next episode. We could deck out our base and make it like really functional with all types of goodies. Alright, and we have worked tirelessly through the nights to make everything that we needed. We got our small generator now, our small fuel tank, still plenty of emergency rations, and I made some truss blocks too to go ahead and expand our base. So let's go ahead and get around to putting this stuff on there so it's actually functioning and working. But next episode, we're definitely going to have to go into the desert some more and get these minerals and maybe check out some wreckages as well to try to get what we need because yeah, we're going to have to, we're going to need food, like a decent food supply, a decent oxygen supply. Actually, let me go ahead and throw the oxygen tanks back on here because, and actually refill our oxygen too while we're building over there. Let me show you guys just how to resupply once again. So what kind of level are we at? Looks like... Okay, so looks like we're missing 2 of these. There we go, just drop some in here. Bada boom. Eventually we'll get this system on our home base. And then maybe we can go ahead and deconstruct this thing later on. Let's grab some more oxygen. There we go. Jetpack back on, fly out of here. And alright, let's finish up our home base. Yeah, just the initial steps. And it seems like we're encountering enemies already. There's what is this, like a desert worm right here? Okay, so, might as well go ahead and take it out. Let's do this. Take that, you sucker. Oh my gosh. It's catching up to us. Oh crap. Oh crap, let me turn my jetpack off. Reload the gun. Jetpack now off. Alright, let's run. You can't run with the jetpack on. Let's try to reload this gun. There we go. Take this guy out. See, pistol isn't very strong. Actually, you know what? Next time, we're going to make an assault rifle. Definitely got to do that. What's this bad boy got? He's got, what the heck? Alien tooth. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we'll take all this good stuff here. Got tons of raw meat. Not tons, but enough for some meals. Definitely need to get a little, definitely a little food processor ready for next time. What is this thing? I don't know. Alright, so anyway, yes, to the base. I actually went back and made a few more solid blocks because I wasn't sure. I actually wasn't sure about the trussing. I don't think it's airtight. So I want to make sure our base is airtight so when we get oxygen up in there, it's going to stay in there. And these monsters are just everywhere, bothering us all the time. Actually, we probably could use a refrigerator to go ahead and refrigerate all this meat. Luckily, it seems like when I'm up in the base like this, he's not quite bothering me. But, yeah, so there we go. Take that. Oh, man, that's a weirdo. Alright, so let's take the rest of this stuff. Got some more teeth. What is this exactly? Alien parts. Armor 5. Hit points. O2 content. Oh, can we actually use that as a air supply source? I will have to check that next time. But alright, so let's fly up in here. Put down our pieces. Let's start off with the generator. Oh my goodness, look, it works. It works. It's amazing. It can actually be placed here. So let's go ahead and place it. Bada boom, small generator, and number 8. Let's see, get this, let's see, fuel processor. Might as well put them together like this. We can rearrange this stuff later on. Get a few more blocks on here as well. We'll make like a little stairway going up for next time and, you know, have like a whole kind of area. Whoops, up here. Yeah, we're gonna make it really cool, guys. But okay, so it looks like our first place is done. Oh, we can make like a little stairwell going down here as well. That'd be pretty neat. So, alright. Yeah, let's put some power in this thing as well. And our base will be powered. What can it do right now? Nothing. But we have a base with power. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, to the stars.